We all have a picture of what betrayal looks like. The yelling, the crying, the dramatic war of words. With an Aquarius, you'll find yourself praying for that fight, but you will never get it. Because when you cross a line with them, you don't get a fiery explosion. You get a void, a cold, silent, unnerving indifference that is infinitely more terrifying than any argument. They stop seeing you as a person. Instead, they will study you with a detached curiosity, like a scientist observing a failed experiment, analyzing the flawed data before closing the file forever. So why is their reaction so clinical, so final? My name is Anya Sage. As a psychological astrologer, I don't just read charts, I decode the human operating systems behind them. And the Aquarian protocol for handling betrayal is one of the most ruthless and fascinating in the entire Zodiac. Let's dissect it. But before we put this protocol under the microscope, we have to ask a fundamental question. On the surface, this ability to completely sever ties, to amputate a part of their life without a visible scar, looks like the ultimate form of power. It's clean, it's absolute. It radiates a level of self-respect that most people can only aspire to. But here is the debate that rages around this sign. Is this really emotional strength? Is this the mark of a fortified will that refuses to tolerate disrespect? Or is it a highly sophisticated defense mechanism? Is their famous intellectual superiority actually a brilliant disguise, hiding a deep-seated inability to navigate the messy, chaotic, and vulnerable reality of human conflict? To answer that, we can't just analyze their reaction. We first have to calibrate the stakes. We have to understand what exactly you are breaking when you break an Aquarius trust, because only by understanding the value of what was lost can we truly judge the nature of their response. So let's calibrate those stakes. Let's build the case for what I call the Aquarian Alliance, a bond so unique, its loss isn't just a breakup, it's a strategic miscalculation of catastrophic proportions. To understand the Aquarian, you must first understand their definition of friendship. For them, friendship isn't a social convenience, it's a pact. It's a quiet, almost sacred contract of mutual respect and honor. When they let you into their inner circle, they are making a conscious decision, an investment. They've analyzed you, they've seen your core, and they've decided you are worthy of their most precious resources, their time, their energy, and their trust. This isn't a casual agreement, it's an unspoken oath, and the loyalty that comes with this pact is a force of nature, but it's a silent one. Don't expect performative loyalty from an Aquarius. They aren't the ones who will write gushing paragraphs on your social media wall. Their loyalty is functional, not decorative. It's the 3 a.m. phone call, the one you make when your car has broken down, your world is collapsing, or you just need a silent presence on the other end of the line. The Aquarius is the one who shows up. No drama, no judgment, no lecture. Just keys in hand, ready to drive, or an ear ready to listen. Their loyalty isn't proven with words. It's demonstrated with action in the moments you need it most. But this alliance offers something even rarer than loyalty. Absolute, unconditional freedom. In a world that demands conformity, an Aquarius provides a sanctuary for your strangeness. Imagine you're obsessed with a niche, bizarre hobby. Let's say you are deeply into recreating ancient pottery techniques. Other friends might humor you, pat you on the back, and then change the subject. An Aquarius, however, will become fascinated by the system of your obsession. They'll show up one day with a rare book on kiln-firing temperatures in the Fertile Crescent. They don't just tolerate your uniqueness, they invest in it. They see the genius in your eccentricity and give you the space to be fully, gloriously yourself, without a shred of judgment. And that intellectual investment is where the loss truly becomes devastating. Because when you lose an Aquarius, you don't just lose a friend, you lose a genius who believed in you. Picture this. You have a half-formed business idea. It's messy, it's ambitious, and you can barely articulate it. You explain it to your friends, and they see a dozen flaws. You explain it to an Aquarius, and they see the entire invisible architecture behind it. They listen, process all the chaotic data, and then deliver the one crystalline insight that changes everything. They'll say something like, "The product is fine, but your real asset is the distribution model. Have you considered licensing it?" And suddenly, the entire system clicks into place. You lose them. You lose your most brilliant, unpaid strategic consultant. And this is where I want to hear from you. If you're lucky enough to have an Aquarius in your life, what's that one quality you value the most? Or if you are an Aquarius, do you see this pact-like nature in your own friendships? Let me know in the comments below, because this is a unique kind of connection. But the cost isn't just personal, it's systemic. Betraying an Aquarius often triggers a social cascade you never saw coming. Their inner circle is built on a foundation of profound trust and intellectual respect. They don't waste time with unreliable people, and their friends know it. So when they decisively and silently cut you off, that action sends a powerful signal. Their network, people who trust their judgment implicitly, will notice. They won't hear a smear campaign. They'll just see your absence. You don't just become a failed experiment to the Aquarius. You become a data point, a red flag to their entire loyal network. A doors that close may not just be the one you knocked on. Which brings us to the final, brutal truth of this alliance. This person is, and I do not use this term lightly, irreplaceable. They are one of one. The combination of radical, forward-thinking intelligence, fierce but quiet loyalty, a deep respect for individual freedom, and an almost clinical lack of need for drama. This is not a standard issue personality. You can find another kind friend. You can find another smart colleague. But finding this specific, paradoxical combination in one human being is like capturing lightning in a bottle. You don't just replace an Aquarius. You are left with an Aquarius-shaped hole in your life that no one else can fill. So that is the alliance. A fortress of loyalty, an incubator for your brilliance, and a sanctuary for your soul. It's not just a person. It's an ecosystem of support. And when you betray an Aquarius, you're not just closing a door. You're detonating the foundations of that entire structure. The question now is, how exactly do they press the button? What does the protocol, the key to that entire protocol, the master switch for the demolition, is simpler and colder than you can imagine. The original text I analyzed for this video had a fascinating little piece of clickbait. It said reason number 2 was absolutely incredible. And you know what? It was. Not because it was dramatic, but because it reveals the core of their entire operating system. That reason is this: they do not waste their time. Think about that. To an Aquarius, your betrayal isn't a tragedy, it's a data point. It proves their investment in you, their time, their intellect, their loyalty, now has a negative return. It's a failed project. And what does a brilliant strategist do with a failed project? They don't try to fix it. They don't yell at it. They terminate it. They cut their losses to reallocate resources to something that will work. This isn't about emotion. It's about efficiency. And that single principle is what drives the... Here's how they erase you from their life, step by unforgiving step. Phase 1, the perception. And you must understand, this phase likely started long before you even conceived of the betrayal. An Aquarius's intuition isn't a psychic flash. It's a high-fidelity surveillance system, always running in the background. They don't just hear what you say, they record the discrepancies between your words and your actions. They notice everything. That time you took credit for their idea, the casual lie you told to someone else, the pattern of showing up late. They remember it all, but not with sentiment. A Cancer might remember a slight and feel hurt. An Aquarius remembers it and files it as a data point. Each inconsistency, each moment of selfishness is logged. It's not an emotional wound yet, it's just information. They are building a profile, a behavioral timeline. They know far, far more than they let on, and they are masters of observing without reacting. While you think everything is fine, they are quietly cataloging the cracks in the foundation. Phase 2, the analysis. This is where the betrayal triggers the protocol. The moment the line is crossed, you cease to be a friend and you become the subject of that failed experiment we talked about. Their emotions? They're firewalled off. A switch is flipped and they achieve a state of pure, cold objectivity. Now, they open the file. They connect the dots between all the data points they've been passively collecting. They aren't looking for a reason to forgive you. They are looking for the root cause of the system failure. The data they are looking for is specific. It's the signature of your character. Are you fundamentally unreliable? Is there a pattern of narcissism? Do you exploit the goodwill of others? They're cross-referencing your grand promises with your minimal follow-through. They are analyzing your behavior with the dispassionate focus of a scientist diagnosing a disease. Your excuses, your apologies, they're just more data. To them, at this stage, you are no longer a person filled with complex emotions. You are a set of predictable, flawed behaviors, and the experiment is yielding its conclusion. Phase 3, the verdict. The analysis is complete. The verdict is reached. And here is where the Aquarian operating system differs so profoundly from others. A Scorpio, betrayed, might plot a dramatic, stinging revenge. A Cancer might collapse into a storm of tears and recriminations, demanding an emotional reckoning. Their verdict is rooted in passion. The Aquarius's verdict is rooted in logic. They review the evidence, and the conclusion is simple, binary, and absolute. You are a waste of their time. Their most precious, non-renewable resource is their energy and intellectual space. You have proven to be a poor investment. They understand that true trust, once shattered to this degree, is never the same. Rebuilding it would be inefficient, an uphill battle with a low probability of success. They don't hate you. Hate is an intense emotional investment. You are no longer worth that investment. Their firm, silent boundaries were the final test, and you failed it. The verdict isn't, "I sentence you to be punished." It's, "This program is corrupt. It is being uninstalled." Phase 4, the execution. This is the part that leaves a scar on those who experience it. The execution is not a fiery explosion. It is the silent, instant void of deep space. One moment they are there, the next they are gone. There is no screaming match, no final confrontational text, no dramatic blocking on social media. There is just nothing. It is a silence so total, so absolute, it's deafening. Your texts will sit undelivered, never turning to read. Your calls will go directly to a placid, indifferent voicemail. You will get no answers, no closure. They possess a strength that is unnerving because it's so calm. They sever the cord and they do not look back, ever. Trying to reach them is like knocking on a door that has been unexisted from reality. You are left alone with your questions, replaying every moment, tormented by the lack of a final scene. But for the Aquarius, the story was already over. Their coldness isn't a strategy to hurt you. It's a symptom of their genuine indifference. You have been logically and systematically erased. The file is closed, archived, and they have already moved on to the next, more efficient project. And this, right here, is the part that truly breaks people. It's the moment you realize you would give anything for a screaming match, for tears, for a dramatic fight. Because at least a fight means they still care. But you don't get that. What you get is a silence so profound it has its own gravity. You are left standing in the Arctic void of their indifference, a coldness that hurts infinitely more than anger ever could. Any attempt to reconnect, to explain, to apologize, it's like knocking on a door that no longer exists. There's no one home. In fact, you slowly realize the house itself has been dismantled. Board by board, and the land it stood on has been salted. Nothing will ever grow there again. This is the final, brutal lesson. They may forgive a mistake, but they never, ever forget how you made them feel. For an Aquarius, that feeling wasn't an emotion. It was a data point, the final piece of evidence in their experiment. The file is closed, forever. And once that file is permanently closed, a strange calm descends. They don't start a war. They don't plot revenge. Betraying an Aquarius doesn't begin a conflict. It simply ends your existence in their reality. This is the final, chilling principle they operate on. They have a quiet, unshakable faith that they don't need to seek retribution. Why? Because life will. They step back, fully detached from the outcome, and trust the universe to balance its own books. It's not a wish, it's an observation. So let this be the one truth you take away. If you are one of the few lucky enough to have that rare, brilliant connection with an Aquarius, protect it. Guard it with everything you have, because in their meticulously curated world, there are absolutely no second chances. Now, a practical note. Videos like this that explore the deeper, darker truths of the Zodiac are often flagged. To guarantee you don't miss our next deep dive, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if this brought you some understanding today, a like is always appreciated.